Hi Cancer, it's Power Light here from Convention with the reading. This is going to be what are their true intentions in love. And this is going to be a reading between you and whoever you are interested or with. And let's see what we have. It's a general read, Cancer, so please feel free to switch around the characters. And we have 3 cards here from this Literary Witches Oracle deck, and I think they're kind of cool. And what we have here is Sappho. Sappho is the card of love, right? It's a writer. She is the literary witch, one of them, right? And it talks about the beloved, desire, and taking flight. You could be taking flight, maybe, in a situation, taking flight, right? Kind of like getting up and going somewhere, sort of. Could be maybe even a new project, taking flight. And Sappho was, Plato called her the 10th muse, and she wrote about kind of dark poetry, right? And the bittersweet love between women, right? Really interesting here. She's kind of ahead of her time. And so was this lady here. Her name was Mirabai, and this lady is from India. And, you know, she's playing this kind of a lute, kind of a, I mean, I don't know what they call this in India, but it's kind of like a Spanish type guitar. That's kind of my, comparison. But, it's like a lute, right? It's like a guitar. And she was supposed to be kind of attending to her husband, right? And instead she was writing this erotic poetry, and she was writing it to her god Krishna. So her in-laws kind of hated her, right? So she kind of escaped, right? But yeah, she escaped from the whole situation. She's like, I'm out of here. And let's see what it says about her. Worship, passion, and the sublime. Yeah, she kind of worshipped this god Krishna, right? And she was supposed to be kind of taking care of her husband. But she fled and she left, and they don't really know what happened to her. But the point is, there's some type of devotion here, right? And maybe somebody is taking flight because of it. It's kind of interesting. And the toad showing up. The toad is about the grotesque, yeah, and anything can be gross, right? It's all going to depend. And it can talk about also humor and joy. I guess, toads or frogs can talk about things that are funny and joyful, possibly. Let's find out how those tie in and see whether or not this is humor or joy or the grotesque. OMG. So let's see what that is. But I feel like somebody is in love here. They could be devoting themselves to a situation that people hate, possibly, because that's what that story is about, right? Yeah, the Mirabai. So let's see. Show me the energy for Cancer, please. And you have the 5 of Cups here, Cancer. So kind of a little bit of sad energy. This is as a recent, right? The Fool card is your current energy. And there could have been, maybe you weren't really grieving. Sometimes this is like a sad ending. I mean, it depends, like the extreme, right? Your person has a Queen of Cups. Here you are, Cancer. And they have the King of Wands. And in their challenge is the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see. Your challenge is the Knight of Cups, Cancer. This could be, it could be many things, right? The Knight of Cups is you, but can also be a love offer. It can be a few things. So let's get into the reading kind of to find out here. And you look like you're taking flight here, the Fool card. You could be, but you could be sad as well. Maybe somebody else is. So let's find out why this 5 of Cups is there for Cancer. You have the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles reversed. All right, so in this reading so far, Cancer, is the King of Pentacles Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, and the King of Wands Aries, Leo, or Sag. And you, of course, right, they have you depicted over here. So let's see why the Fool is showing up. You look like you're sad about an earth sign. Maybe they have a new start. This could be the case. And because with the Page of Pentacles here, or something they value possibly, and that is kind of bringing you down here. The Devil card reversed for you, and the Death card. I feel like you could have the Devil cards reversed. I feel like in the past you were sad. You're releasing yourself from this situation. I feel like you are. At least coming out of the Devil. Like I'm not so sad about it, right? I feel like that's the case. Maybe you're taking a leap of faith here, and things are ending. Like you're ending it because I feel like your person is kind of like, they could be up to no good. And that's what this bittersweet Sappho love could be talking about, because that's what that talks about. Bittersweet, right? So let's look at the Knight of Cups. And this lady, she also has the wings here, right? She has her wings on here. This is about taking flight. You could be taking flight, like, I'm not going to stay here for this, right? Yeah, no. Knight of Cups and the Nine of Cups. So I feel like there's a wish come true, and like somebody has, I feel like your person has a love offer here that's blocking you, challenging you big time. This could be this bittersweet love that you have for this person. Yeah, bittersweet. Remember, don't underestimate the word. Sweet is, I really, really loved you. And bitter is like, you know, I'm really bitter about this. Yeah, it's, you know, they actually have candy called bittersweet, right? You're like, well, it doesn't sound very good. No, thank you. Excuse me, let's see. The Ten of Swords is reversed for you. This is your desire. Let's see what that's about, or your hope. The Ace of Wands. And you have the Queen of Wands. You could be wanting to rebuild with your person. Maybe you want an ending for them. Ten of Swords reversed sometimes. It's usually rebuilding, but it can be an ending. You could want, you know, I feel like what you want here is, it's possible your person has some love offer, Cancer, and you want it to like end up. Like you want it to, like you want their situation to like topple, like, right, foiled. You want their plans foiled, right? Yeah. So let's see. Let's get one more card. Let's see. Why is that Queen of Wands there? It's Aries, Leo, or Sag. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what else. Six of Swords. This is what you're doing. You're hoping to leave the whole situation behind. This is what you're doing. Six of Swords here, right? You're like, I'm out of here. Six of Swords, I'm out of here. And you have, like, I feel like your person wants the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. They want to rebuild with somebody. Your person, and a little bit of cards that are showing up here, they look like they want to rebuild a situation with somebody. Yeah, that's it. And maybe they are devoted to this person. And they could actually be leaving, right? I mean, you're leaving them, but this lady, like, it's kind of interesting here. She left because her in-laws, like, hated her, right? She left to go devote herself to Krishna. Yeah, I mean, it's not really funny, but it's the truth. These are like real life stories about these authors. I feel like you want to leave this situation, Cancer. You're like, let me get in this rowboat. I don't care if I have to get in this rowboat. I just want to leave this, the island with the volcano and all the stress and the tower falling down. I want to get out of that, right? I know it's good for me, and this isn't. I'm going, okay? Maybe you think this whole thing is gross, grotesque. You could, right? You could think it's ugly and distorted. You could, right? I mean, if I was somebody and I was with somebody, I might think the same thing. I might think this is really gross. You know, you're with me and now you're devoted to somebody else. Like you're going to break up our whole situation. You could be thinking like that, right? It depends here. But I feel like there is like a devotion here. And I do feel like this is very bittersweet. Maybe you want to rebuild with your person and you want them to get in this boat here and like leave this situation behind. You could, but I don't think so here. I feel like you were sad in the past and now you're like, oh, screw it here. It's over. Death card. Let's see here. And you have the Queen of Swords and the Star card. This is what you're afraid of. Okay, you could be afraid of them healing the situation with this person. Maybe that person is Sagittarius, right? You're afraid they're leaving you out here. I feel like you are. Yeah, maybe you want to heal the situation with them. I feel like you're just discerning the matter here. Queen of Swords, Star card, about them healing the situation. There's somebody here from their past, I believe. And the Four of Swords, I just feel like, you know, you could be trying to figure out maybe how to heal the situation, but I don't think so. I feel like you are more like kind of just dwelling on it over here. But let's get into their reading and find out, or their cards rather, their energies. The Ace of Swords, and they have you and the Ace of Swords, and they have the King, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so, you know, this is your person, most likely Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, because they're showing up right away for you, Cancer, right? The King of Pentacles reversed, And let's see what else. Why is that Knight of Pentacles there for Cancer person? 7 of Pentacles. Here they are leaving with 1 pentacle. You could have gave them 1 and said, I'm keeping the other 6. Go jump off the bridge, please. And, you know, I hope a lot of, you know, horrible, poisonous, painful bugs bite you before you hit the water. Right? You could be thinking that. Here they are. Yeah, they're only leaving with 1 pentacle. You could be like, good, that's all you're getting. All right. Okay, and the victory card is here too. They could have been, in the past, they could have had clarity here. Maybe they were only going to walk with 1 pentacle. It's a possibility. And they have the 5 of Swords. Yeah, this is, it's possible they felt defeated at the same time. You know, this card talks about defeat and sabotage. Depends whose hand you're, you know, like who's holding the sword, kind of. Who's doing, who's defeating or who feels defeated, right? I feel like in the past, Cancer, you had the 5 of Cups. You did feel defeated. Their current energy is the King of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Strength card. So right now, they're trying to get their courage up. That's how I'm looking at it. The Page of Swords is, how can I kind of figure it out? I need more information, things like that, usually. It can also be, they could be getting their courage to contact this person. Yeah, sometimes the pages are messengers. In fact, you know, most readers will read that as a messenger. I read it sometimes as a messenger. The pages are also initial phases, beginnings, like, you know, phase 1, right? Stage 1, things like that. Kind of like an apprentice, right? Starts out. The challenge for them, 7 of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords. Okay, this is their challenge. We have the 7 of Pentacles twice. Okay, we're going to take this card out because we don't need 2 cards. It's 2 of the identical cards in the deck, you guys. And let's get another challenge card for your person. Clearly I have 2 of the same decks, right? Get another card. And the Magician and the Knight of Swords is their challenge. Okay, this could be to take fast action, the Knight of Swords. This man is cutting this person out. This could be like to end the situation quickly and manifest what they want. Then maybe they feel like they're running out of time here or something, or they don't have a lot of time. The King of Swords, okay, could be Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Maybe they're just analyzing this. They could be like, their analysis could be, you know, thinking, well, you know, I better hurry up and like end this so I can go ahead and manifest this. Yeah, you could be dealing with somebody who's like returning to somebody, Cancer, who like maybe they haven't seen this person in forever. It's a possibility here. It doesn't, could be, it could really be coming through in this reading here. 6 of Wands, yeah, they can't, okay, they want this victory here. I feel like the challenges for them, again, is to take some fast action and like go and try to manifest this situation. I also feel like they could be thinking here, analyzing kind of that this person will cut them out. Knight of Swords, like this person might go, no, no, I don't need you here. Go back where you came from, right? You did a lot of BS, right? Yeah, you did a lot of mean things, or maybe, you know, you weren't there for me. I'm not there for you now. That it could be that energy here. And the Magician shows up in the challenge. Maybe they were a player. The Magician, you know, he could be somebody who, you know, can manifest these beautiful things for themselves, but you know, the dark side of the Magician is that he can be a player. Yeah, he can. He thinks he's like entitled, kind of. He can think that, not all the time, but he has all these tools, right? That's how people become thinking they're entitled. Like kids that grow up in rich families sometimes feel like they're entitled, right? Because they have, you know, they've always been given everything, so they feel like they have all the tools, kind of, sort of. And the 3 of Wands, some kids grow up in families with money and they're good kids. Yeah, don't take things, you know, sensitively, please. The 3 of Wands, reverse, Cancer, this is what they want. And the 4 of Wands, I feel like they want to end the 4 of Pentacles. So I feel like this is all about their relationship and their foundation, the two fours here. I feel like they want to end the third party, Three of Wands reversed. And it doesn't have to mean that they were cheating on you while they were with you, Cancer. Yeah, I don't want you to take that away from this reading because I don't know that. Right? I really don't. Please don't do that, all right? The takeaway from this reading here is that I feel like this is a bittersweet situation. Yeah, I feel like you feel really bittersweet about it. You know, and this devotion card, I feel like your person is devoted to somebody here. Yeah, they're devoted to somebody from their past. For some reason, I don't know why, right? There could be passion amongst them, right? Because here's this Ace of Wands. There could be passion amongst them. There could be humor among them. Yeah, this is what your person likes about this person. I feel like that's it. Unless you, of course, have, you know, like a lot of laughter between you and your person. Maybe you do. Only you guys would know that part, right? These cards are, you know, this could be for either of you guys. But your person, it's possible they find, you know, they find humor in the situation. Yeah, I don't mean they're laughing at you. I feel like what I mean is that they find, you know, they have like a good time with this person. Yeah, they're like two guys together or two girls together. You know, just kind of like, hey, what, you know, shoot the breeze. Hey, what's up? Ha ha ha. Did you hear about so and so? Wow, they're full of BS, right? They did this, and I'm talking about, you know, people who are kind of on the world stage here. They did this, and wow, God, how dumb, and you know, or anything, right? They could be laughing about, you know, about silly things. I don't know, but I feel like that's the case here. Your person might be drawn to somebody who's like really humorous, right? It could be. I know I don't deal with anybody who doesn't have a sense of humor. Right. If I meet somebody and I think they don't have one, it's like almost like they don't have hands or something. I'm like, oh no, I can't do this. I have to laugh, right? And they'll probably be mad at me because I'll be laughing a lot, right? Just at stuff. Yeah. So let's look at what they desire. I feel like they want to end this third party here. And the Four of Pentacles, I feel like they could want to hold on to money here, Cancer, but I feel like they want to hold on to this person. And here's the skeleton, like getting ready to drop the scythe, right? Or use it, right? This is the Four of Pentacles in this deck is much like the Four of Pentacles holding on and the Death card, right? Because it looks a lot like this other Death card. What they're afraid of is the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands reversed. Maybe they don't have courage here, but they could be afraid of somebody, right? Like a real person, because the King of Wands is here. This Knight of Wands could be that same King of Wands that they're kind of fearing or doubting. Let's get one last card. Show me the energy for Cancer's person, please. And we have the High Priestess. Okay. Interesting here. They could be, you know, kind of using their intuition here, and they could be fearing. Wow. Maybe they know their person is kind of a spiritual High Priestess type. The all-knowing. Maybe their person reads cards or, you know, has some type of kind of, you know, connection to higher consciousness. It could be here because they're fearing the High Priestess. Unless they fear Scorpio or Pisces. And now we have the Judgment card. OMG. They're fearing a judgment, right? Which only God can really make. But they're fearing this person can make a decision against them. They're fearing they can't reconcile or have a rebirth with that person. That's what they're afraid of. OMG. And maybe because they had a secret. Yeah, this could be a trip. They had a secret. You could have been their secret. Possibly. Maybe for a while. I feel like this other person, for some reason, you know, this other person could have walked away from them. We have no idea on that side of the bridge. No, we don't know. But, you know, this person's trying to return to somebody, and maybe they were seeing this person while they were with you, Cancer, and it was a secret, right? Something like that. And now they're afraid that this, you know, this supposed secretive person is going to judge them harshly. I feel like that could be the case. The Lovers, could be Gemini here. A lot of Scorpio energy right here, High Priestess and Judgment. And there's a lot of air energy here. The King of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. We have Leo here, right? Leo has all the courage here, like hugging the lion, right? And we have Aries showing up, and then of course the King of Pentacles. And Sagittarius could be here because of this Queen of Wands. All right. So I feel like, let's get one more card. Why would they're fearing or doubting? They're doubting it's going to work out. Maybe because they had a secret. Yeah, I feel like they're afraid their choice will not work out for them. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Cups reversed. They could have had options. I feel like that's it. And they could also be fearing that a really hard choice here to walk away from the situation is really going to kick their butt, right? It's going to, like, you know, turn on them, right? Not work out for them. So we're going to find out all about your person, Cancer. They're all super affordable. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. We're going to see how they feel and how they're seeing the situation and what's most fundamental or important to them, what they're hiding, fearing, and their true intentions. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me here today.